everybody! Welcome back!
Yes, we're coming to you live from the moon.
We can live on the moon?
Something like that.
Lopra magic, I tell ya.
Aha.
Okay, which way are we going? We're going over this way.
And once we're both out of missions, we should talk about recent events.
There's been recent events?
Yes?
There's events that's been recent?
Yes.
Oh shit, I started this one before I
Oh no.
waited for my GP to be done. Because I am Derpalicious!
Hi, Derpalicious. How are you doing? And putting on.
I'm probably gonna fail this mission. Oh well. Well, that helped.
Okay. That wasn't the reduction one.
Oh, good.
Silver. So, of course, we have gone through things before showing the progress with the lunar base. Hi, Orca. And there is an ultimate goal, and it was reached a few days ago. I actually happened to take a look at the standings for everything. Now, the server clusters, are those data centers, or is the entire group of clusters a data center?
A data center is a group of servers, but not all the servers of a region.
Okay, it's the region, yeah. Okay, data center, then region. Okay, so I have the terminology right. And for the North American region, or at least our half of it, because I guess there's two different sets, because they're that big.
I only got silver. Well, at least I got something.
Silver is big, because there's, what they tell you in the thing is for getting bronze. And then getting silver is like either ×4 or ×5, I forget which. Gold only increases the multiple by 1, from either 4 or 5 to either 5 or 6, depending on what it actually is. So silver is actually the big step.
Okay. Hello, Orca.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Yes, so anyway, I was actually checking the standings, and Siren, the server we're on, was like the second to last in the data center for getting things done here. However, the data center we're in was the fastest of all the data centers in our region.
Well, that does make sense because our data center is the oldest, therefore it has the biggest population.
Yeah. And like there's that one data center, which I assume has to be one of the newer ones, where we were at step 19 out of 20, and half of them were at like 18, and the other half was at 16 or lower.
Sorry to hear your truck conked out.
Oh yeah, you and my Wargaming buddy Patch can commiserate, because his truck died on him about a month ago now, a little bit more. Needed like a $1,500 part that isn't manufactured anymore. That came in, and this last week you were saying there was still trouble with the truck. He did not say what.
At what point, is it more cost effective to just
Hi,
go out and
Googles.
get a new truck?
Yeah.
Oh, that,
So anyway, the last couple of steps did get finished here recently. And of course we showed the nadir lift, so we want log 15, the Lunar Hopopolis, which is kind of the big one.
shall I
wow.
head back to the center?
Sure. Though, maybe do the video log before you get there.
Oh, right. Oh, the first one, we got the nadir lift.
Good luck with that, Orca. Yeah,
Okay,
like I said. So we want log 15, and go ahead and hit the video log. And the text is, a small moon rises upon the greater moon we stand upon. To wit, our Moongate hub has evolved into a lunar hopopolis. Beneath its domed roof, a gathering of adventurous souls bustle about, eager to leap even further afield. Our rainbow crystals no longer suffer the indignity of being struck by meteorites, and the atmosphere is one of both exhilaration and belonging. How one can feel so at home whilst in the midst of rigorous research may seem bizarre, yet we have realized such a space and more, both in our evolved headquarters and our efforts in Sinus Adorum. We never could have made it this far without the help of all our fastidious workers. This is your triumph, dear reader. And
to
then
eternity and beyond.
Yeah. Our facilities are complete, and upon our cosmoport stands a new starship beginning to be piloted. This chapter, my friends, marks the crowning achievement of our Lunar Development Initiative. For me, these days have passed in a haze of a dream, but thanks to our fearless leader Searching Way and all our wonderful contributors from Aetheris, gazing into the velvety black sky reflects to me something profound. The arduous work of transcription becomes but a trifle, and my exhaustion fades quietly into the calm. Henceforth, our efforts will be focused anew to distant exploration. Insofar as our dreams persist and my exotablet remains charged, I will ever remain your faithful scribe, to adventures both old and new, to eternity and beyond! And recently... Oh, yeah, Urka, yeah. That's rough. But they recently had the live letter where they were talking about the next major patch, which I believe they said would be early August?
Something like that. I'm hitting a mech ops just to help people.
Okay, you do this. And, what was I? Oh, right. And among the things that they discussed for the upcoming patch will be the next stage of this, basically, crafting initiative, where that ship will go to a new world, and the crafting thing will all be about basically exploring that new world. Maybe I should sign up. No, pilot selected. It's too late.
Yep.
Okay, we're in the gap between having done that and actually starting things. That's right. In that case, I'm gonna try and find a mission to do.
You won't have that long. Unless you don't want to take part in the single party.
Right, exactly.
Poof!
Okay, it is this one.
I get to pilot a giant robot!
Always a good day.
Always a good day.
Whoosh! Zoom! Get out of there!
And it's just me.
Sorry. I was busy looking over the logs. Okay, so this is a great one.
Yeah, this is going a lot better with the mech.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think one mech can do it. Certainly two can. But if all you have is people doing the small stuff, you'll never get it done. Barely got the gold. Also, the other day we did manage to complete the step of the mining stuff that I'm working on right now, which got us up to the level 80 Cosmic Pickaxe prototype.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
We succeeded!
Oh, very good.
Hello, Draco! Or, Drago?
Yes!
I can speak. Yes, I can.
Ooh.
I am
Speaking.
sad I'm no longer piloting a giant mech.
Yes, yes. Sadness. Sad words.
Very sad words.
You know,
And
time to go get your big star or whatever.
My big
Big
bang
spin.
ticket.
That's it. I knew it was big something.
The sight of it alone is enough to make a Lawlerprint hop with excitement. This ticket can be traded with Orbiting Wave for a chance to win valuable prizes.
Not that you've managed it so far.
Not even a little.
I mean, you've gotten a couple, I think, but not necessarily from the Big Bang. There you are. Time for a commemorative photo.
Roulette start! Metallic paint dye. Lisa.
Ooh, fancy.
Hey, it's better than a freaking sparkler.
This is true.
So, we have a
So,
new quest over here.
well, first of all, come back here.
Okay.
Give the quick tour around this place because it looks so different in here now. This was all outdoors.
Yeah, we've got this beautiful dome now.
Yeah.
We've got Lawprints here with the mammoths taking photos.
Yes.
Yes, they can.
Yes. And this, of course, is the standings for people who get honored for having done way too much in here.
Spring Willow, what are you saying? Favorite Vexna, what an honor to speak with you. If you have any questions, I should be glad to answer them. Okay, she
Yeah.
phasing
And then let's
away.
just keep this to be kind of a short tour.
But yeah,
Show the
upstairs
second
we
level
get
up here.
beautiful vistas.
Get some nice views, and we have the occasional vending machine.
Tasty, tasty.
And
dining tables we can sit at.
yes, you know, there's NPCs at like half of them, but they've got one here with 2 seats. And around the way, there's one with 3.
No, no,
wish I
you
could have
do
sliced
not
the
wish
Archon
you
loaf.
had an Archon loaf.
No, when you have Urkon Loaf, then you have a problem.
Yeah. And then upstairs, you get a better look at the ring
Okay, fine.
and some observation seats.
Yeah, some benches up here. And then, yeah, somebody is feeling their next generationness.
Oh my.
So yeah, this is a nice little thing that popped up on top of what had been all those like container shelters that we were logging out from before.
And
yes, there
there's
is a
our new
quest.
starship.
Yeah. Which will be what gets used for the next stage when 7.3 finally comes
And
out.
I was correct that the little models inside the space capsules
Oh, yeah.
or the habitation modules were what we're going to go to the next star with.
I do kind of wonder about the carrying capacity of this thing.
It has a carrying capacity? I thought we were all just going to be shoved in there like sardines. Kind of like being shoved in our back pockets.
I mean, and they called the Ragnarok the teeny tiny toy boat.
Yeah, I know. I know.
This thing isn't even a quarter of its size. Okay, Searching Way, what do you have for us? Passion, thy name is Arterum. Searching Way is pleased with the initiative's stellar progress.
Hard at work, Theron, Relia? Have you had a chance to explore the premises? A little.
Yes, twice now. I occasionally look up for my exo tablet to avoid crashing into things.
To maintain maximum efficiency, I only go where there is work to be. I think I'll go with the first one.
Yes, it is so much more us.
Tome scrolling.
Yeah.
How wonderful to hear that you loved your work so much. Your contributions that will play an invaluable role in our future exploits. I have returned. I must say, the place has truly become a sight to behold. Hasn't it? We owe much to the people of Atheris for their assistance. Indeed, it warms my heart to see my kin working together with them. It's good to be back, and I have so many new curiosities to name. Come, Theron, Relia, let me introduce you to my latest and greatest nomenclature.
Oh dear.
He is Naming Way.
Yes.
A marvelous idea. You two hop along by all means. And trust me, Naming Way never disappoints.
And the dance.
Searching Way. Sounds like Naming Way's already hard at work on our designated denominator. Go on, I'll have him tell you when to return. Let us be on our way. We'll start with the starship. From there, our tour of most delightful discoveries. Naming Way is now accompanying you.
Right. Oh, stop that.
There's so
Celery
much to
turns
cover.
ending up underneath my mouse.
Oops. There's so much to cover, so let's waste no time.
Oh no, it's a Pokeball!
No. How definitely not me.
It was someone else.
Oh.
No.
Witness our starship, the very manifestation of our collective aspirations. Though diminutive in size, its propulsion capacity compares to the Ragnarok. It is nevertheless heir to its legacy, for data collected during the journey to Ultima Thule was the basis of our craft's ability to ride stellar currents at the speed of light. The anticipation for future voyages across the cosmos, it shall be known as the Galactic Way. May it carry us into the unknown and beyond our wildest dreams. And now I say we venture further afield. Pray accompany me to Gleam Slope. The outer edge of Gleam Rift will do.
I've spent way too much time in Gleam Slope.
But first, there's an extra set of bubble.
Uh-huh. Ah.
Discuss the Rainbow Crystal. Are you familiar with the Rainbow Crystal at the center of the hub? Though it is slightly different than those in the burrow, I see no reason to change its appellation. It's simple, clear, and has the word rainbow. What is there not to like? Anyway, such crystals regulate gravity and oxygen levels, allowing us to maintain ideal living enviros for the people of Theris. I am told they can be recalibrated to use on any star we should come across. Oh ho.
Okay, there's their excuse for that. Though I have to say, it's also kind of reminding me of the crystal at Eden.
Yes. Actually, should we take this?
I think so. I don't think they'd kind of point us here, and there's a bubble at the other end.
Yes, but will we lose naming way in the process?
Yeah, I know, but given, how they're steering everything, they should have accounted for that. And there he is. Discuss the Cosmoliner.
Here in Sinus Adorum, Magnetium disrupts any attempt...
Magnetism.
Magnetism. Yeah, I can say these words I'm using. Yes indeed. Magnetism disrupts any attempt to attune the aether currents. Our solution? A public propulsion system, the Cosmoliner. I admit it was initially uneasy about hurtling through the sky on a tiny platform with few apparent safety features, but now I find it refreshing as a spring breeze. Yeah, well...
And, Orca, yes. We've had it since the end of Endwalker, because, the Ragnarok had to take us to the edge of the universe, somewhat literally.
Now, this is all based a lot on ancient technologies and Loprets.
Yes.
A lot of the Theris could not
who
build
were
this
created
on
by
its
the
own,
ancients, or at
but
least an ancient.
Yeah, Loprets.
On the other hand, the Ragnarok was largely built in Sherlian, not so much the engines.
Yeah, but it was built on Lopret technology that they shared. So.
Yeah. But, if they needed to, they should be able to build a second one.
Have you heard about the tunnel they carved through the mountain? It was done entirely by machinery, no magitech at all. A valuable experiment in anticipation of stars where aether is scarce. And just look at that luster! That is where I drew my inspiration from, Gleam Slope, naturally. It may be a little more than a twinkle, But when we're out there traversing the cosmos, I do hope we'll see it shining back at us. Our dream of reaching the stars beyond is what inspired the project to begin with. The name Cirrus Adarnum stands as a testament to that longing. I'd rather resent that Garleans have become the standard names for lunar features in my absence. But inconsistency would be even worse. There's so much more I could show you, but let's settle for one last jaunt to Wedding Ways Bower. Sorry, we're gonna miss this one.
That's fine. Yeah, and Orca, part of the entire point of the plot of Endwalker is at least one of the ancients reached out to do interstellar exploration and found dead worlds or dying worlds.
Or worlds they caused to die! That was a joyful one.
Yeah, well. So, as far as we know, everything outside of Aetheris is unpopulated because, well, those worlds that were populated are known to not be anymore. However, there's been hints that there is something more out there, and this is part of that.
I'm going to go forward and then backtrack so we avoid the fate.
Right. So, yeah, first contact is going to be a thing. It's
Remember, dragons are actually aliens.
Yes, they are.
That
they
has
came from
long
one of the worlds
since
that
been
was dying.
established.
Yes. And the Buns have kind of dealt with something that is an alien already outside of the dragons, and we'll be dealing with it more as soon as we get through main plot of Stormblood.
Shh, spoilers. Kind of. Not like we haven't been spoiling
Kind of.
everything already.
That too, but there's a reason why I'm not saying anything more than that.
Here we have Botanical Gardens, where Wedding Way is attempting to determine whether we can utilize the rainbow crystals to cultivate life on other stars. Fortunately for us, the experiments have resulted in a delightful array of crossbreeds. See it for yourself.
Destination.
By all means, take your time. This garden is worth a look. The following
event cannot be skipped.
Yes.
Thankfully, we're not in Duty Finder. Serve the plants in Wedding Ways Bower.
Look at it now. I can scarcely believe this area was once a barren waste. But I digress. Point out anything that catches your eye, and I shall be happy to expound upon the particulars.
And there's a lot.
Vaguely familiar cactus.
Yeah.
Long and blue with flower on sun top. Reminds you of a lunar tender, does it not? Indeed, the resemblance is uncanny. Some say the lunar
Maybe a little
tenders...
disturbing.
Slender tenders! Some say the lunar tenders evolves from Aetheris' sabotenders that adapted to the moon's enviros. Perhaps these in turn evolved from the lunatenders. Unlike their alleged cousins, however, they are unmistakably flora, not fauna. I've named them the Sabotendend to mourn the loss of their autonomy.
Sabotended. Oh dear.
sponge pink carpet. The regolith that covers the moon's surface is made up of particles too fine for plants to lay root. To combat this, we've been experimenting with an alchemical soil treatment. This improved soil is to be known as remediated regolith, and as you can see, it's already grown a layer of pink moss. For now, Wedding Ways Bower is the only place to witness this botanical miracle. But should we succeed in fostering more types of plant growth, we may be able to grow entire farms from other stars. Bright blue bush.
Yes. It is bright.
Believe it or not, that leafy-looking bush is a type of fungus known as a turquoise shang.
Stay away from those.
Yes. I'm told its peculiar glow activates in response to electromagnetic waves, effectively rendering those energies visible to the naked eye. Charlene researchers have even begun to debate the possibility of information wavelengths that exist beyond our ken, all because of this fungus. Fascinating! Massive mushroom mound.
Definitely stay away from that.
The sizable specimen on the cliff? Yes, you may recognize it from Loving Ways Darlings in Mare Lamatorum. I call it a loving puff. No, it is not. Fearsome though it may appear, I assure you it's entirely benign. When it senses an animal's approach, it lets out a puff of spores to say hello. No.
That's not benign.
Mind you, those spores are wont to hitch rides on unsuspecting and rather quick to germinate besides. I could have sworn Wedding Way wasn't planning to plant any. In other words, it migrated here quite of its own accord.
Yes.
Mint, but less tasty. Incredible, isn't it? There's no tree, but in fact a magnificent mushroom transplanted from Mare Lamatorum and hence known as the microphlox.
It's mushrooms all the way down.
Yes. Inspired by the hot summers of Athreus, its name means fungal flame. When you gaze up at its gills, does it not bring to mind fireworks blooming in the night sky? With further refinement, perhaps we could even teach these specimens to pop and crackle like its namesake. That would be a sight amid all these stars. Have a look around, or would you like more time? I think I've seen it all. Thank you.
Yeah, and certainly seen enough fungus.
Wonderful! It's been a delight to show you our new varieties. When it comes to my process, observation is of vital importance, of course, but a well-designated appellation. Yeah, that word. Can often establish cognitive links where physical appearance alone could not. Give a proper name, and what was once a nebulous moves into the light for all to see. A discovery named is a discovery shared. Greater awareness, in turn, invites research, prompting further discoveries. In other words, my nomenclature may one day change the world. And with each term I craft, I feel a spark of joy that reignites my passion all over again. Truly, I've never been gladder to call myself Naming Way. You know, when Searching Way first arrived, this region was merely an expanse of unknowns. Then you and I turned up, and now look at it. Every last ilm identified. Yet this is far from the final frontier. We must continue the initiative, and we might one day put a name to each and every star in the sky. Oh, how invigorating. Searching Way will surely want to share in our enthusiasm. Let's return to the hub. I find it interesting they did not take us into the other couple zones, which we've never been to.
Yeah. And we've had the 1 hour warning. One thing we didn't mention early on, we will be quitting at 11 sharp because they are doing maintenance starting at 11.
Yep, we have no choice in the matter. The servers go thunk at 11.
Go off air, but you can't stay here.
Yeah. And yes, you can't get that as a mount.
Of course.
Actually, no, let's go this way. Either way actually works, but...
Yep.
And back to the hub.
Mm-hmm. Which is looking a lot more hubby.
Yeah. This is a very permanent installation.
Yeah.
As long as they take care of it. Thank you ever so much for your company. I'm certain Searching Way will be interested in hearing your observations. Had a nice look around, I hope? Isn't it all just fantastic? I would have had you join us, Searching Way. We toured the places I named and waxed philosophically about the virtues of sharing knowledge. All in all, a lovely time. Oh, you're speaking my language. Come to think of it, there's one more place you could visit if you're so inclined. You have my attention. Shall we, Theron? Rylea? Stoic
Sure.
nod.
Do we get a say in this?
No.
No, we get a Cine. Ah.
Here it is, my favorite vista. Why, we can
Listen to my sightseeing log.
We can see the entire hub from here. Precisely. Whenever my motivation starts to wane, this sight reminds me of the dream we've been chasing together. When the final days were averted, it was a joyous occasion, yet we Loporrits had lost our purpose, and for some, the will to carry on. My role was to seek out a new star for us to call home, but it was decided that no exodus would come to pass. While my hunger for worlds unknown and sights unseen remained, I feared that there was no meaning to be found in it. Yet in Old Charlian, I saw knowledge given unexpected purpose of a new field of study was born. If the people of Atreus can pursue knowledge without knowing where they'll end up, I thought, then why not me? Curiosity needs no justification. If my heart yearns for the great expanse, then so be it. To the stars I'll go. Remarkable how that empathy has taken you. Searching way? Look at all that your initiative has built. The Galactic Way waits on the launch pad. Now we only need the coordinates for our first destination. When we're ready to lift off, you will follow me to the stars?
Stoic nod. Stoic nod for great justice.
Yeah, Doodles. It turns out one of the things, anytime they have a super long maintenance, it's because they have to deal with one of the server systems and then double check to make sure it's across all the servers. The last one, which started at like 1 p.m. our time and went until 3 in the morning, it turned out they need to do some serious maintenance on the Japanese data center and then made sure propagated correctly. So
Complete 100 stellar missions to become eligible to undertake an additional quest. I wonder how many we're at and how we know. I don't know of anything that keeps count of that. There might be an achievement to help with.
checking achievements.
And search.
Okay, that's the
Current area. Current area, no achievements to display. And, you know, like Understellar missions, mission log. Tells you what things I've more or less done. But
stellar successes. I'm currently at 79 of 100 missions.
Where are you finding this?
It's
okay.
the pink ribbon.
Good.
Under standard.
Right. Where?
Top, it
finding
has
the
daily
overall
and
count?
standard.
Right.
Go to standard.
Okay, I'm on daily. I thought I was on standard. Okay, I'm at 89.
So you're actually ahead of me slightly.
Somehow, yeah.
Because I'm at 79.
I guess I've been needing to do more missions just to keep up with you because I don't get as many silvers and golds.
So, what next?
I think we go to Tuliolol and get that 85 quest or 95 quest out of the way.
Okie dokie.
Which is, what are we doing? Weaving carpenter, I think? Yeah. And leatherworking. So weaving is.
Don't want to get the society done?
Maybe we should do that first.
Ow, 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 ow.
You can always make me pay it. Follow. And yeah.
The classic.
Match my icon.
Why not? Yeah, the only thing I have left to do is a couple little tweaks on the Dragoon costume and his little death animation.
Right.
Which maybe I'll leave off because, well, we've got the slot for it. I'm still really bummed that I lost all the work I had on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I know how that feels.
It is what it is, but
Yeah.
maybe it's the universe saying I shouldn't bother.
The universe is telling you don't die.
I can't dispute that.
Also, a little bit of outside game nice news for those of you who are on Blue Sky. 2 artists we like joined Blue Sky basically today. Liz Danforth, who is an old-time RPG artist and has done Magic cards.
Ow.
Okay then.
One of the frogs really did not like you.
No, that was you. He hit you. You're the one who took damage.
I saw that you took damage.
No.
Maybe we both took damage?
No.
Hey, Oobly! Starting from scrap, Advisor versus Predator, and let Mobley be your guide. We've done these before.
Bird meat's back on the menu, a sympathetic ear, and worth the wait. I know the second one very well, the other 2 aren't as familiar offhand. Okay, lend a hand with Wawakessa's eatery. Yeah, I've done that. And the other one is Zazaza, which is XAXAXA, who is currently freelance but spent like a decade or so at the French production company Anakama, which does like one of the bigger European or especially French MMOs out there.
Which is still going strong, both of them.
Yeah, Wakfu and Dofus. Both well worth following. You have a book order.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to Handheld Floppy Arm Mobby. Great. All this crate.
They're never going to fix these stairs.
Probably not. Because unfortunately, you'd end up with people at early parts of the story where the stairs need to be out, seeing people basically use the stairs, and that will not work. But they really need to fix the stairs.
Yeah, I feel like it's Sunnyvale downtown all over again. Our downtown.
The excitement is building.
Our downtown suffered from the housing crisis because it was like everything got demoed. It was a third of the way being built out. The housing crisis hit, and every single loan that the company had for getting all the materials and stuff went into default. Even though they were paying it, the banks were like, no, we're just not going to give you any more money, suck it. But
Yeah.
we have this written agreement, we don't care.
Well, there's a lot of he said, she said between the primary developer and Wells Fargo. I don't know enough to really say anything more than that, though. No matter what the actual proper contractual things were, Wells could probably have handled it a lot better than they did.
Yeah. So it literally sat with these half-built skyscrapers for like 10 plus years before they got it all sorted out to the where they could build it out more.
Yeah, a couple of things got finished, but not the housing parts until very late.
Yeah, there were several buildings that they had properly fixed and set up that were just simply torn down and started over. And it was a blight.
And there were all these banners advertising, all the work that was being done for that decade, saying, the excitement is, or downtown Sunnyvale, the excitement is building. Yeah, nothing was building. Really? Is that really necessary?
Yes, it was.
I can't take you anywhere.
I'm always the one driving, so... He wanted to say hi.
Okay. Now what mount is that? 'Cause I don't know that one.
This is one of the recent hunt mounts.
Oh dear.
And yes, it is also a happy go pukey ride.
Oh right, there's that one. Yeah, well, I'm basically returning to base. Have fun out there.
RTP2. Yeah, I agree with Doodles. It was probably 90 to 99% Wells Fargo's fault. Because Wells Fargo.
Oh, because Big Bank. Okay. Must be over there, of course. Yep, there's Wakasa. Fledgling of Iligaka Thigh. eye of a fowl most foul.
I turned in one quest and I got the final. Should I go ahead and turn in all 3?
Turn in all 3. We'll get a new set of 3 to do once we get through this. I mean, it's not the most efficient way of doing it, but it avoids other problems. Okay, now let's go talk to Liplu. See how the inner abacus is doing. A guest from across the salt. Liplu has the look of a satisfied Pelu. Relia, Theron, good to see you. Have you heard? The new eatery is a roaring success. I've been asking for enough extra bird meat.
Good.
It seems Wakessa's time as a cook in Shaolani exposed him to all kinds of cuisines. The young fellow is both surprisingly skilled and commands an impressive repertoire. His comrades, too, have proven worthwhile additions, having taken well to guide work. Besides that, there's been an interesting development. You remember Tisa, the Wing of Reflection representative, don't you? Our very first customer. Well, we were discussing my initiative to support former outlaws, and all of a sudden he tells me there's something he wished to discuss in person. He's on his way to Doc Puga as we speak. I hope you can join me for the discussion. He ought to be there any moment now. When see you later?
Well, hello.
Thank you for setting aside the time to meet with me. Tisa, it's wonderful to see you again. You seem in fine fettle indeed. Likewise, it's heartening to see you and the business doing so well. The strides you've made since my first visit are remarkable. Your expansion into upstream Kuzama Uka with flying Nutis was quite the feat, and your decision to employ former bandits has done much for the wider community. As a superb achievement, know that my colleagues back in Tuliolal are equally impressed. Last time I was here, I spoke of our position on tourism and foreign relations. It is with regards to this that the Wing of Reflection seek your assistance. But of course,
Actually,
my
this
inner abacus
is mine.
You've been letting me do it all this time? No, they said he earlier.
Are you sure?
In the quest description.
I could have shown Blue was a girl.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't think so.
Because those are girl lips.
They're Pelu lips.
This is also true.
But of course, my inner abacus is clacking away, and it's urging me to do everything I can to support you. We'd love nothing more than to show foreign guests the delights Dural has to offer. Although, visitors from overseas are still few and far between. What exactly would you have us do? You are aware that Tuliolal recently entered into an alliance with Razdat Han. As it so happens, we have received a visitor from the city-state. When we told her about the Turali Travel Agency, she expressed an interest in experiencing the region for herself. Would you be willing to provide one of your tours? It'd be our pleasure. Fortunately, we have a slot available. Excellent. The visitor's name is... is Resafbat. She is of the Aura, a people known for their curved horns and ornate scales. You should also mention that she is an alchemist by trade. I shall return to Tulialal and inform her of the planet once. I'll procure an alpaca porter for her journey. If you could attend her when she arrives, I'd be much obliged. We'll be ready and waiting. Let me see here. Yeah, that's
Half-hour warning!
not what I wanted. I was hoping to get the initial description up, but they don't give you that now. Meow. Okay. To think the Wing of Reflection would entrust us with the nation's honored guest. What better way to promote Tral as a premier tourist destination? We wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for you and all our hard-working staff. Now then, we can't leave anything to chance. We'll need to be fully prepared for Razafat's arrival. Don't suppose you've visited Razdat-Han. I'd like to learn as much as I can about our guest's homeland. About that. Of course, I needn't have asked. I'm not surprised in the least that our special advisors traveled so far and wide. From what I've heard, the climate of Thavnir is similar to that of Kuzama Uka, so I presume our guests will not be overwhelmed by the heat and humidity. My primary concern is the local cuisine. Would you mind speaking with Wakesa and sharing your knowledge of Hanish fare with him? It may inspire him to prepare a suitable menu.
If I know travels, you shouldn't have to go out of your way. They'll want something local. Yeah, there's maintenance tonight, so the servers go down in half an hour. We don't get a choice about it.
Yep, the 11 o'clock sharp. Everybody out. Gotta say, I'm gonna try some of that stuff over there next. Yeah, Wakesa's been doing good.
Yep.
Hey there. Anything I can help you with?
That's all looking mighty tasty. I'll take some of those shrimp skewers, please, and thank you. Ow! He knocked my hand away. Ow! That's not fair.
Pay first.
Boo-hoo!
It's an honor to welcome a guest from across the salt. Putting together a menu to suit their taste ought to make for a fun challenge. So, what might one find on the dinner table in Razdat-Han? Serenely spicy food, and lots of it.
Yes.
Food that packs a spicy punch, huh? In that case, the Moblin's flavorful cuisine might be better received than the more subdued Hanu fare. Any event, I'll whip up a meal that puts local flavors front and center, and work in a few flourishes to suit our guest. Let Liplu know I've got this covered. Scene change later.
It happens.
And there's our aura.
And there goes the alpaca.
Monocle. Welcome to Kuzama Uka. Rasafbat, I presume. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Liplu, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency. I'll be your tour guide.
Thank you for accommodating me on such short notice. I'm Rasat. Just call me Rasa, yes. I'll be represent the High Crucible of Alchemy, Razathan's state-sponsored alchemical workshop. Oh, you're Theron and Relia, aren't you? What a coincidence! Yo. Forgive me, you may not remember. I'm one of the alchemists you met at the Great Works. My associates and I examined your friend Estinian. Yeah, that wasn't
yes.
examined, that was a kidnapping. Yep, there she is. Poor Estinian. Glad you didn't do it to me, though.
Yeah. Ah, I see you already know each other.
Well, I think it's a little more one-sided than each other suggests. The people of Razathan know all of Thavnair and beyond, owe a debt to and of gratitude to them both.
The same goes for all of us here at the Turali Travel Agency. They've done so much to support our enterprise, not to mention the nation at large.
Incredible. Fate certainly works in mysterious ways.
I couldn't agree more. Seeing as how the two of you are already acquainted, perhaps you'd care to join us on the tour.
Of course. Oh, someone's happy.
Wonderful. Allow me to escort you to your room, Rasafat. I'm sure you'll want to unpack your belongings. Would you mind waiting here? We'll be back in no time.
I can't wait to see what Kazuma Uka has to offer. This is going to be marvelous! I like the fact that her earring is just kind of hanging out in the middle of nowhere.
Etheric attraction.
Bonk!
Bonk. And we have a destination to stare at.
I am staring, I am staring, I am staring downwind.
Thank you. Sorry to keep you two waiting. Let's get going, shall we? Montage time!
All the yummy food. I hope it's not at 0 spice level.
I sure hope so.
I mean, even Razathan had problems with 0 spice level.
Yes.
That is a really big Penuiti.
And this part of the conversation shall be bleeped a bunch because we have no idea what they're actually talking about.
What are you talking about? We're both craftsmen. We understand this quite well. Our viewers may not, but we're doing okay. Just the image of the little Jaja on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
To say. To see ya. Papa.
See ya, yeah. Rasafbat's satisfaction is writ plain upon her face. I'm deeply indebted to the agency and all of its hardworking staff. And Rasafbat?
Oh, I didn't even see her. I clicked on Liplu.
What a splendid place. I'm so relieved everything went off without a hitch. And who'd have thought we'd get to watch the Hanu rehearsing for the next Ehana? I can only hope Rasafbat enjoyed her experience as much as I believe she did.
Gayla Cat, could you get out of Liplu's face? Ow! Thank you. I want to thank you all for everything you've done. This was a true delight. The climate may be similar to that of Thafnir, but the native flora has been a sight to behold. Speaking as an alchemist, there were so many intriguing specimens, such potential. And the people and their culture? It was fascinating to learn how the Hanu used reed-woven floats to channel their magics during rites and rituals. Oh, and the Penuitis were simply adorable. This will all make a very engaging account when I report back to Vitra. Our two nations may have forged an alliance, but the ink has barely begun to dry on the parchment. Indeed, it was thanks to the efforts of the Scions that the agreement was reached at all. It would have been presumptuous to claim that Tuliholau and Mazatlan truly understand one another yet. Which is why the satrap sent me to explore the potential for other mutual beneficial arrangements and to confirm the friendship between our nations that will stand the test of time.
The Hanu and their unique magical traditions, the plant specimens you spoke of. You think this knowledge would benefit Raz.Han?
If we're able to maintain relations and encourage the flow of people between our two nations, Razatan stands to gain a great deal. Of that I'm certain. Besides, there's so much more I wish to learn about this land. I plan on spending the rest of my time here doing just that.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. When you return to Raz.Han, I hope you let everyone know what a great place Kusama Uka is to visit, or better yet, the whole of Tural.
I definitely will.
Score another victory for the Board of Turalism. I suppose
Try that again.
we should head back and see.
You were totally breaking up there.
Eh?
We did not get that long.
Sorry? I did. Well, I suppose we should head back to the agency.
Yes, we should.
Hi, Waffles.
He's just waffling along.
And even if we get new quests, we'll probably have to hurry through them to get done by the time maintenance ends.
I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
If we hit new quests, it's because we need more coins or something.
Of wrap up. But I don't think we're up to the final rep level, are we?
I think we are. The blue?
You just leave the rest to us. We'll make sure the remainder of Rasafbad's stay is truly unforgettable. Rasafbad is resting in her quarters. I must say I'm relieved the tour ended without incident. Thank you for everything you've done. For our visiting alchemist, I dare say Kusama Uka's vegetation seemed like a veritable cornucopia. Any discoveries made via the Alliance will benefit Tuliolal as much as Raz.Han. Indeed, this type of exchange is precisely what the Wing of Reflection had hoped for. I shall make my proposal to Dawn Servant Koana as soon as I return to the capital. There's no doubt in my mind, the tourism industry deserves our official backing. And once we may offer it, we shall have a commemorative monument erected to make this clear to one and all. Your support means a great deal, but I can't understate the role Rylea and Theron and the people of Kusama Uka had to play in our success. Their happiness is just as important to me. The Pel we earn must serve to enrich the community, which is why I can't rest on my laurels for even a moment.
That's
Okay.
interesting, Stella.
Let's move more Hanu around.
Yes. Oh, that's really built out.
Aha!
Why can't we go over there? Oh, hello, Brookivu.
Thanks to the travails of Liplu and her... Okay, it was her. Sorry.
I told you. But did you
I
listen
thought
to me?
I saw he in the original description.
No, you did not.
And you ended up with a lot of female parts earlier.
Yeah.
Thanks to the travails of Liplu and her associates, the Trolley Travel Agency is on the cusp of receiving official backing from the Wing of Reflection. The future is bright for Tiral's incipient tourism industry, with the Pelu principle of mutually beneficial trade underpinning the endeavor. Where tourists tread, happiness is soon to follow. Reputation up. Sworn. That's right. The next rep is for getting everything to Sworn.
Correct.
Now have access to a wider selection of wares from Pavli. Extra special advisor. Yeah, that's nice.
The back is the backside of the totem.
Ah, okay. Okay, Pevly, what do you got?
A framer's kit, a wind-up Pelu Pelu. We've got the patootie horn. I've got the music.
Huh.
So it looks like the framer's kit is what came in.
Okay. I haven't even gotten the orchestration roll yet. On the other hand, I can afford the framer's kit and that this time. Okay, and I don't think we really have anything we can do in 7 minutes. Hi, Octi, you're just in time for things to wind down because maintenance is coming up. And they're
I
going
say
to
we
toss
go
us
for
off the server.
tacos.
Sure.
It is taco time.
Waffle tacos?
Taco taco.
Waffle tacos.
Is this anything like panini tacos from Taco Tim's?
You mean, tacos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I part of me is like recoiling in horror. The other part of me is like, that might actually be good.
Yeah, it sounds good, and the reviews are good, but yeah, it's just a case of it is so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, I had really good tacos over.
The original French taco.
Yes.
Just, my Southern California brain is having problems with this.
It ain't real tacos if they're not playing
Mariachi music in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what was the name of the place we went to the other day?
Freedom Burrito!
Yeah, I'm still kind of wondering where they found the all mariachi music channel.
Those were good tacos over at Freedom Burrito, man.
Oh, very good.
The mole taco was good, but the fajita taco was just, this is what I want in a taco. Give me more of this. So yeah. Unfortunately, the red sauce on the tamale just did not sit with me. I think it was a combination of that and the meds.
Yeah. And of course, I had the enchiladas with red sauce, and their red sauce was not very inspiring, even without any reactions to it.
Yep, there's the maintenance.
Please log out as soon as possible.
I'm tempted to force them to their 11 o'clock so we can chat for like a couple minutes. So, what are we doing Wednesday? Are we back on the token grind?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Because,
And then once we get done with that, like Friday or something, we should probably open up the next, society.
which will be the, Mumulja.
Right.
And they have announced the society after that, which is the Akoi.
Also, there is a quest for us to do in Solution 9.
Oh! There is?
There's 2 quests there, one of which is a blue bang, which I assume is the society, and then there's a non-blue bang one.
I did not see that last time I was in Solution 9.
I saw it a few weeks ago.
Okay. I've been missing those entirely. Oopsies?
Yeah. There's a blue bang, which I assume is the society. And then not too far away is a normal bang.
Interesting. We will have to check that out.
I don't think we could get to Solution 9 to check on it in 3 minutes. 2
No
minutes.
quest
10
unturned!
minutes.
Unless, of course, it's Vertical Crest and which we are avoiding like the plague. Yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about Occult Crescent because they feel that, especially the Forked Tower, is actually gone backwards from Baldes, or from
Oh,
yeah,
Pazja.
yeah.
Yeah. And of course, they had the neat thing of having these like treasure chests you can get out there for having done enough stuff that drop all sorts of stuff, but they were coming up so commonly and dropping so many different things that it was like crashing the crafting market on the market board because, you know, all these people who normally don't get the stuff were suddenly dumping them onto the market.
Yeah, there's also been a lot of uproar recently about the fact of, how do I want to put it? One of the reasons they gave in the live letter that the Forked Tower doesn't have a regular and savage version is because, quote unquote, they couldn't get the budget for it.
Oh dear.
And a lot of people just really went off on that because this is FF14. This is Square's darlings. There is no great expense to make 14 better, and now you're saying you're having budget issues.
Yeah. I'm willing to believe them, but I can understand where that point of view comes from.
I'm going to log out to the title screen and continue to talk for a second.
That sounds good.
Part of what I think is going on is that Square Enix is having problems, TM, financially.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of that, unfortunately, might have revolved around their attempts at cryptocurrency. From their previous CEO, who has since left the company because of the cryptocurrency scandal and how he tried to push it so hard.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I am worried for Square Enix. But yeah.
Who do they merge with to save them this time?
We shall see. With that said, it is time to call it a night. Thank you all very much for joining us, even though it was like maintenance time. We're kicking you off the server. Poof!
Yes. Actually, let's take a... Okay, Caradwin does have an announcement from 9:30, so he should be on?
I am not seeing him. I am only seeing the ferrets.
Same here.
Our destination will soon be in sight.
He might have been testing something.
And I don't see an announcement over on Barrens, so guess not.
With that said, it is time to call it a night. Be safe, be well,
Yes.
get a good night's sleep, and we will see you Wednesday.
Yes, everyone, have a great night. See you here at 9:30 Wednesday for Death and Mayhem, largely ours.
I'm going to be such a trap.
A date with the Frog.